Number 3 is going to blow your mind, and it's going to make so much sense contained within everything else that I'm saying. And so now, 1, 2, 3. What's happening, YouTube? What's going on? So, my name is Albert. Did you see the thumbnail? Pretty deep, right? Yo, you can eat whatever you want, bruh. Before you dog me, oh, you can't do that, bruh. Hear me out, man, because what I am going to freaking say is going to blow your mind. It's going to make you go, man, I never thought about it like that. That's so true. And what you're going to do is branch out, man, like I did, man, and you get to see, like, oh, wait a minute, which will help you, man, on your freaking journey with eating, because that's a big issue, man. And so the way this video is going to go is that I'm going to share the first nugget, and then I'm going to do a little workout, and then come back and share the second nugget like that, and do it in steps, because number 3 is the freaking, that's it. Number 3 is the one, bro. Number 3 is going to blow your mind, and it's going to make so much sense contained within everything else that I'm saying. And so now I'm going to get straight to it, man. And so, number 1, man, I got my notes here, bro. My notes over here. Okay. All types of eating is praised. Carnivores, bro. Oh, I turned to carnivore, man. Oh, man, my arthritis is gone, bro. Like this, that. Oh, I feel so much better. I lost so much weight. Carnivore is the way to go. We've been eating like this since 200,000 million years ago. And carnivore. Well, check this out, bro. Those who eat all meat, there's no vitamin C, bro. So just hold that thought right there, because that's not going to matter later on when you hear that in the next part. Now, the fruitarians, oh my God, yo, man, I feel so good. I have so much energy. My problems are gone. My ailments. There's a story about a lady that had a whole bunch of ailments, and she ate oranges for like 2,007 days or something like that, and all her ailments are gone, bro. Now, the carnivores, they're getting benefits. The fruitarians, now, vegetables, bro. Vegetables, man, fruits and vegetables. That's how I grew up. Eat your fruits and vegetables, man. And so I went that route, man, and I love more fruit. But I got into vegetables, and I freaking took care of a lot of problems too, man. And so, so what's the deal? Which is the one? And so if you really think about it, bro, the guys eating the rice diet, they're like, yo, bro, rice, bro. Oh, no, that's a problem for me growing up. Rice, starch, And so the fruits for a lot of people who, the sugar. And so it's been this freaking debacle of freaking stuff going back and forth. But now, if you really think about it, right, if all of these food groups are getting benefits, that's the first step to really open up and branch out that. I'm going to get to that you can eat anything you want. But number 3 is going to answer why and how, because number 3 contains the problem. But first, I'm going to do a little freaking light workout, because tomorrow's the big workout, bro. Tomorrow I celebrate 8 years training. And oh my God, bro. And so tomorrow's going to be the freaking full-on workout for my 8 years. And so this is going to be a light one. So I'm going to do a quick workout and get right back to number 2 on the list, bro. All right. Yep. Yep. Two is food for thought. Okay, two is food for thought. Have you ever seen a vitamin act? Have you ever seen it? You hear about it, you've taken it, but have you ever really seen it act out? You know, like, okay, yeah. Now, this is a little bit more because you got the vitamin C and the D and the E and the F and the K and the J, and then it's like this party, this huge party, the omega-6, and this and that, and all the new stuff that they're coming up with that's supposed to provide. But this is all what I'm hearing. Take this for this, and take this for that, and take this for that. And so, I looked up oranges to see, because I grew up vitamin C, orange. The first thing I think about, vitamin C, oranges. And so when I looked up the orange, it doesn't have that much vitamin C compared to so many other fruits that has so much more. And so the other thing, man, is that the carnivores are not eating vitamin C. That's why I said it at the top. If they're not consuming vitamin C, then how important is vitamin C, the antioxidants to keep you from catching colds? And so I'm catching something a little twisted here, man, because it's like we have to now examine that we can't examine. I can't examine the freaking carnivore and their lives, and I can't examine the fruitarians. All I could do is examine my life and how my life corresponds to living. How much I get sick, how do I treat it, opposed to before when I got sick more, what did I do? And so it's coming up, man, the next one. So I got some more notes. My notes over here is that we're left to freaking debate vitamins, omega this, and antioxidants, and the auto biofeedback, and a whole bunch of complicated words. And so the more complicated the words, the more. And we try to create this type of thing of the things that you need, and you need this much and this much and that much, and the argument or the debate goes so deep that it gets confusing and then lost. It's like a rabbit hole of stuff that we can't see. All I ever did was hear about freaking vitamins, man. I never freaking got to really see. I also took a whole bunch of fruits when I got sick, and then did it, and I got better around the same amount of time, bro. And so let's see what's next about this. Now, okay, so I wrote here for this, if you gather stories, right? I'm going to gather the stories like I wrote here. If you gather the stories about this health thing and this freaking thing of what to eat and not to eat, this goes, I think, with number one, that you're going to hear someone that's 100 years old who drinks freaking alcohol and they're fine, bro. Someone 95 years old, they're still smoking. And so if you just gather all these stories, okay, the first story is the carnivore, they're freaking great. They're freaking all their ailments are gone. The fruitarian, all their ailments are gone. The guy who did the Mediterranean, their stuff is fine. And if we keep going down, everyone's just fine. Not one person comes along and says, you know what? I don't freaking know, man. Everybody knows and everybody has it. And so this argument here, especially those that live up to like, my dad lived to 105 years old, bro, and he drank every day, bro. And so there it is. So there's a freaking thing to catch on this degree. And so I'm going to get to the freaking, let me make sure. Bombard little according to standards. Okay, the next one is the freaking, this is the next one that's going to freaking like iron everything out. And then, so I'm going to do a workout and get right back to the special number 3, man. Let's go, baby. Yep. That's not easy, bro. That's a little heavier than I normally go. Okay, ready for number 3? The issue that I found, that's the problem with eating, is ready? 1, 2, 3. Bombardment, man. Bombardment. No one talks about how we bombard the system. We are dealing with a system, and this system is a particular system, And for me, it works upon a certain grid, a certain capability. And so if you take a look at the root issue, those that are freaking gaining so much excess weight is freaking bombardment. And that's it, man. And so the guy who bombards himself and then turns to meat and does a less bombardment, well, of course. Because the body, I have a feeling, because since everybody could choose whatever diet they want, it's going to be great, that the body's not so particular on what we eat. But the body is particular on how we bombard it, because it can only handle so much. So you go drink a lot, man. You know the consequences, man. You bombard it with alcohol. That's easy. Now, you bombard it with sugars. You go bombard it with anything. They even say you drink a whole bunch of water, it's bad. And now, this is the thing when bombarding. We have a system that has to work off of equilibrium. And so, in any way that we throw it off, because in my case, I freaking got ill. I got problematic off of, Diet Cokes, bro. 8 cans a day. And so I bombarded myself with that. Then I left that alone because that got me sick, and I got rid of all that. And so then I started to drink iced teas, bro, in the same manner. Iced teas worked for me until I bombarded my system with iced teas, and I had to stop that also because I was started to get these freaking, like, my eyes felt like they were gonna cave in. There was something going on with something that was in there. I don't know, man, caffeine or whatever. It doesn't matter, bro. What matters is that this subject, the freaking root subject for me, for the way I see it, everybody's problem has something to do with bombardment. You take a look at a girl or a guy that they drink a half a glass of wine and they're freaking stoned. So obviously, if they do that every day, it'll be bombardment for them. Or while someone else could drink a whole bottle and it's not bombardment for them, because their system is different. And so how we bombard ourselves is the best way to really get to the root of any issue that you may have, man. Because if you take a look, man, I'm going to go back to when I grew up. The television always said eat a variety of foods. I'll never forget that. All their ads, man, that's when they were more honest. And they came out, and I took I can recall the commercial right now where a pop-up will come up in the bottom and say, eat a variety of foods, while they were selling a specific food for a specific reason. And so now I'm going to freaking turn to my notes just to make sure that I caught everything, because this is it, man. So now we look, bombardment, okay, I got that. So we look for causation from constituents, rather than that our body's EQ. Okay, so now what we fell into was looking for the problem, the causation, or because of this, or because you ate too much this, you ate too much sugar, you ate too much that. Bro, I can have cake and ice cream now, bro. I didn't know that before. I didn't know. Because I was under the impression that stuff is bad for you. No. A lot of that stuff is bad for you. And so I took it out long enough for me to reset my body, to get myself into a place where I'm in so much better shape in every way. And so a lot of the things that I thought I couldn't eat, I'm eating now. Yo, cheese in the morning, bro. I have cheese with the fruit and everything. I have that with cottage cheese, lots of fruits. And I'm freaking fine, bro. I'm 48 pounds, 150 pounds, 67, 68 kg around there. And I'm exercising fine. I'm close to 60 years old, bro. No medications, no nothing, man. And so for me, I am freaking really, really, really healthy because I'm not bombarding my system with anything, bro. But if I bombard it with whatever, I'm in trouble for whatever. Now, the only problem with sugars, depending on what types I get, because there's some that I freaking eat, but there's some that makes my mouth get all dry, and I wake up mouth dry, so then stuff like that. So those type of foods means that they may be concentrated with a lot more sugar, a lot more artificial stuff that my body can't allow, which brings me to the next bit that, of course, you don't want to freaking think, oh, I can eat processed food and this stuff. No, the body can handle a certain amount of anything. Yeah, it can handle some alcohol, it can handle some processed food, it can handle some chips, it can handle some ice cream, it can handle. But it depends on your system, which is my freaking go-to now, to see if I can afford to have that. And if I can afford to have it, I could tell, because I have a base that I work off of. And so now I'm going to get back to the workout, and I'll get to the rest of my list, man. But I hope you're like, oh my God, by now. One, that they all praise the foods. Two, what the hell is a vitamin? Did you ever see it? And three, the root issue is bombardment. But pure bombardment against the body's system, against the way the body normally works. Okay, so I'm going to get to a workout and come back to you, man. Let's do this, baby. Yeah, baby, talking about working out, bro. 60-year-old here, bro. So, okay, next on board, bro. Okay, so use diabetes as an example. Okay, my note says to use diabetes as an example. Okay, so here's the example, right? I grew up hearing that the diabetes have a problem with sugar, right? Now, this is gonna be great. Now, that rolled over into meats for some reason. Oh, it's really the meats. Now, from my experiences, bro, and where I'm coming from with this message, the real problem is once again bombardment. The pancreas was bombarded, man. Either way, I don't know how. And what happens is that sugar is too much for it now, because it's sensitive. And so when your liver is freaking shot, or your pancreas is shot, or your heart is shot, you better stay away from taxing foods, because it's going to tax you. You got a freaking, your heart is only pumping 25%. You have to watch what you put into it now, because that stuff is going to affect it because it's weak. And so diabetes for me is a freaking taxed pancreas. It freaking eroded or fell apart. And then from this point on, because it eroded from whatever, bombardment, in whatever way, because I don't know the exact way someone bombards it. But it's freaking bombardment, because there's an argument there. There's diabetes who eat fruits with no problems. Some other ones say, no, it has sugar. So there's a big mess of you do this or you do that, or you blame it on this and you blame it on that. And then you take whatever you take to help your system be able to equalize your system. But we broke that EQ, man. It's freaking broken because we broke it. The same way if I freaking go out and let's say I smoke and I just happen to hurt my heart by it or my lungs by it, then from that point, once my lungs are hurt, I have to freaking watch what goes into my system. And so the bombardment, it hurt my system. And so we're talking about a hurt system, not so much of, you know, what you're supposed to eat, and you're supposed to eat this, and because of this happens, and then if you eat this, and so, and this and that, and that and this, and so, man, try to catch the mess that's going on, and you see, if you catch the mess that's going on out there, you'll be able to put a lot of these things together for yourself, and you'll be able to say, wow, wait a minute, this stuff is really making good sense. Because I swear, man, I ate ice cream a few times this month, and I'm still at the same weight because my body has freaking equaled itself out, but I have a base that I fall back to. Like the way I normally eat is what I always fall back to, because I got my system on that path of eating a certain way, which I'm not going to share that because Everyone ought to find their own system of eating depending on your body, because why should you go by what I eat? That's another thing, man. Go by what he eats and go by what this guy eats, and because he ate rice or because he ate the watermelon and because he ate the this and he ate because find out for yourself to see where you stand within your own body's capabilities, your systems, how much you get sick, what happens. Oh, I eat that. There's certain things that I eat that I get canker sores. And it comes from the artificial sources that I come across because I don't know, because the restaurant will make the sauce and you dip it and it has the aspartame and all those things in it. And so now I'm dipping it and now I eat it and I get a freaking sore. But when I don't touch the sauces or anything, I don't have any for months and months and months and months. So this is clear for me because I look to see. And so now I'm going to freaking get into another freaking workout right here. Quick, it's really short, man. Cute little workout before tomorrow's heavy one. And so I'm going to get right back to this. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. We figure working out over here. Okay, next on the list is the immune system. The immune system is another fluff. Why it's a fluff? Oh, the immune system, they give it up to the immune system, and this is good for your immune system. And with the immune system is pretty much, again, a bunch of information that we take, that we follow or go by, and just toot it to each other. It's a game we're playing. This entire thing is just one big flop of a game. And I see the game. Oh, take that, it's good for your immune system. It has bioflavonoids. Oh, and so it's all chit chat. But what happens? Oh, I ate fruit. I got sick. Oh, how have you taken? No, have you eating so much fruit? Oh, it must have been that my body got hit hard. And so we make all these excuses to why we're sick. What happens? I don't. I stop there. I don't even announce when I'm sick. I go out and do what I have to do. And so I freaking go out and I go about the day and no one knows. And I realize that if I don't say anything and I'm just sniffling and I'm doing my thing, I'm fine. And so there's no reason for me to announce something that everyone has. You get sick, I get sick, the whole entire world gets sick. So what's the point of, oh, I'm sick. Oh, like if I want attention. I don't want no attention. I take care of it naturally. I don't take anything at all. And so that's the immune system bit. Let me see what's next. Our bodies need to need to work a certain way. Like I already discussed that. Like your particular body is working a particular way for you. Like you may get away with eating certain things that I can't. You get some guys that can't eat peanuts or strawberries or things, and there's allergies and there's this and lactose. That I don't know. But all I know is that I'm able to eat anything as long as it's within a right freaking frame of balance in a way where none of it is going to bombard my system. And so the rhythm that I've been carrying for 8 years goes on this rhythm. And so there's absolutely no way that I can see where I can ever feel as though that I am ever hurting myself, because I eat really good now. And I need to repeat this again. This don't mean to eat freaking garbage and go, oh, well, you can eat anything. No. Garbage is garbage, and if it's processed heavily and your body's taking that in, your body has to process that garbage, which is already garbage, and it can't do it, and so then the body struggles. It should be so obvious that fruit or a banana, you can see it go brown in 3 days and it'll turn black in 5 days. That's what's going to happen in my system. That's how I see it. But a box with food in it that can last for 2 years, that's hard. I have to be so careful with those type of things, because it's just obvious for me now that if I'm eating something in that form, in boxed form, that's hard, that I have to chew and then my body has to break now that down, I'm only going to give it more problems opposed to fruits that have so much water in them, for me. Now the carnivore will come right in and argue with me and say, well, now we have to find out who lives longer. Like, that's even a case. That's not a case either, because I could take care of myself as much as I think and still die, or take his route and still die earlier or later. We're trying to predict the outcomes of people's lives, which is impossible. And so the best way to do is just yourself individually, without measuring yourself against anyone that did that. Well, let me smoke some more because they lived to 100. No, you may die very, very soon, because your body may be taxed so bad. I'm all right, bro. Yeah, bro, it's my bro. Your body may be taxed so bad by the cigarettes, and it may not agree with you. And so don't compare your body to somebody else's body because they eat like that, or a certain thing that they do. You know, there's coconut oil. When it was tooted, I freaking drank that and I got dizzy, and I continued to drink it because of the faith and trust I had in all the freaking marketing things about coconut oil. And then my senses hit me later on with all this, and I stopped it. It's just not freaking right for me, man. The coconut oil is not good. Flaxseed oil works better for me. And so it may not work better for you. You may get nauseous over it or whatever. And so these are the things that we need to take into consideration when facing. I'm going to do freaking my last freaking thing here, because tomorrow's the big Sally up, Sally down, big party for my 8-year anniversary working out. So I'm going to freaking do one set. This is freaking a little heavy, man. So I'm going to freaking, like, I feel good, man. It works everything. This workout right here, I have like the abs are being worked out, the core, the legs. I went slow to activate the legs, and then I got biceps, shoulders, and deltoids activation. So everything is getting worked. I'm already sweating, so it's all good. So I'm gonna freaking now do this and then end this, man. So, man, you can try this exercise. Right there, deltoids, biceps, shoulders, down. Good. Legs. Then get back and a stretch. Get up. Deltoids and legs. Biceps. Shoulders. Back to negative. Back to biceps. Legs. Stretch. Get up. Deltoids, legs. Biceps. Shoulders. The negative, biceps, legs. Yeah. Yo, baby, so let me see, man. I think I got all my notes. Got the stories. Food for thought. So that's it, man. This here, no one talks about. Just bombardment. I want to make clear, just in case I forgot. 1 glass of wine for you could be bombardment, when 3 is bombardment for me. 5 cookies could be bombardment for you, when 10 could be bombardment for me. And if that's clear to you, you'll see, because when you get on the path of that and you eat those foods, you see the scale spike, and you also start to feel sluggish. So you shouldn't feel sluggish. You should eat to get energized and feel freaking fantastic, not because you ate. And so if all these things are being looked out for, that I'm living an optimal output all the time. Right now, like anytime at random, someone could say, yo, man, come to the gym and train, and I'll go anytime, man. And if I'm tired, I know how to freaking spurk myself up, because I know to deal with that too. Because I've had so much experience with all these outlets that I'm able to freaking just pop up. Because I know how to pop up, get freaking enough air in me, freaking wake me up when I was tired. I didn't want to do it. I know exactly how to pop myself out of it. And so anyway, man, this concludes this video. Man, I hope you, if anyone stayed this long, that you got something out of it, and that you can now see, if anything, see all this stuff in a different light. And so anyway, man, I'm sweating. I did a nice light workout. Tomorrow's the big one, and until the next one, I am done.